The U.S. wraps up another round of airstrikes in Iran, with President Trump calling the attacks violent and vicious. It's part of the administration's response to the downing of a U.S. helicopter. Doug Luzader joining us from Washington with the newest developments from overnight. Good morning, Doug.
Good morning. And despite this wave of attacks and counterattacks, the president still maintains that a deal with Iran is close.
Missiles launched in darkness, one after another. A series of attacks on Iran that the president had promised just hours earlier.
We're going to be attacking them and attacking them very hard.
The latest attacks, a continuing effort to respond to the downing of a U.S. Apache helicopter. And the president told the dramatic story of the Iranian drone attack that brought it down and the incredible survival of the two pilots.
That bomb was lodged in the helicopter. It didn't explode. It was on fire, but it didn't explode. Those two guys, they knew how to fly, but they got very lucky.
But the president did not get the best news on the economy. With signs that inflation is edging up because of rising fuel costs. But he did offer an unusual take.
I love the inflation. You know why?
The president went on to explain that the U.S. has been quietly guiding ships through the Strait of Hormuz to help bring down oil prices. And he has long argued that gas prices will plummet when the war ends. Iran's military, though, dismissed the president's threats. And critics here at home say the latest attacks show there is no end in sight.
It is re-escalation. The war has never ended.
Well, gas prices, though, continued their downward trend, according to AAA, dropping another penny a gallon overnight. Back to you guys.
Okay, a lot of people watching that number for sure. Thank you, Doug. 5:35 this morning, a big story we are following here today. Happening later today, the man charged with killing a Minnesota lawmaker and her husband and injuring another lawmaker and his wife is expected to plead guilty in federal court. Vance Belter is expected in court today for that change of plea hearing. In exchange, prosecutors will not seek the death penalty against him. Belter is charged in the political assassination of State Representative and former House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark. He's also accused of trying to kill State Senator John Hoffman, his wife, and the couple's daughter. This coming Sunday, June 14th, marks 1 year since those shootings. Authorities say Belter went to the Hortman's home in Brooklyn Park and the Hoffman's home in Champlin disguised as a police officer, shot those lawmakers and their families, and then went on the run. That set off the largest manhunt in Minnesota state history. Belter was arrested the next day near his home in rural Sibley County. He's also facing state charges. So that plea hearing is expected in federal court at 10 o'clock this morning. A reminder, there are no cameras allowed in federal court, but we are going to be there and we're going to be on air keeping you updated, also online. So stay with us today on the Fox Local app, fox9.com, and here on Fox 9 over the air.